Hey guys, it's Stephanie, and today I wanted to talk about the books that I'm planning to read for the Books in the Freezer Readathon. I will link the video where I talk about the Readathon and I go through and explain all the challenges. But basically, this Readathon is to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of me and Rachel's podcast, Books in the Freezer. And so we're doing just a 2-week readathon from October 1st to the 14th. So the first challenge is to read a short story collection, and I'm going to pick a book I have an e-copy of, and this is Entropy in Bloom by Jeremy R. Johnson. This cover, first of all, is amazing. And I've heard great things about this short story collection. I've heard it's like delightfully weird, so I'm excited to dive into that one. Another challenge is to read a book by a female horror author, and I am choosing Experimental Film by Gemma. This is a book I've been wanting to get to for a long time, and this is another book that'll be on my Kindle. I don't know a ton about the story, but I'm pretty sure it was picked in that recent Paste magazine list of like the 50 best horror novels of all time. So stoked to get to that one finally. Another challenge is to read a book by a queer person or a person of color, and for that I am reading The Ballad of Black Tom by Victor LaValle. I haven't read anything by Victor LaValle. I know this is a bit of a Lovecraftian story, and it's like historical fiction fantasy about a man named Tom in like the early 20th century who is a hustler in Harlem, and he falls into another dimension. So I'm really excited to get to this one. It seems like a really good readathon book. For a book mentioned on the podcast, I am going to read Into the Drowning Deep by Mira because I have heard nothing but good things about this from Rachel and then from Erica from Perks and Books when she came on the podcast for our underwater horror episode. I know that this involves a mockumentary crew and killer mermaids, so I'm very excited to finally have an excuse to pick this up. And for a book with an adaptation, I am choosing one that has an upcoming adaptation, and I am finally going to read the first book in the Locke and Key graphic novel series from Joe Hill, because I have been putting that off way too long, and I definitely want to have it read before the new series comes out. I don't know why I haven't read it. I love haunted houses so much. That's probably one of my favorite horror subgenres, so I obviously need to read this ASAP. Anyway guys, that's what I am reading for the readathon. If you have a TBR coming out, please let me know, tag me on Twitter or on Instagram and let me know about your TBR. I would be so happy to see what you have planned to read. Let me know if you've read any of these books. If you have any thoughts or opinions on the books I'm going to read for the readathon, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!